Hey everyone, and welcome to Tech Talk Central. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sarah.
And today,
Yeah.
we're diving deep into two tablets that you've probably got your eye on if you're thinking about gaming.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite and the Lenovo Tab Plus.
That's right.
So Sarah,
Yeah.
that Lenovo Tab Plus, it's got a pretty incredible sound system, right? 8 JBL speakers
Yeah.
with Dolby Atmos.
It's a really, really big selling point for a lot of people.
For gaming, especially.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, that's got to be a game changer.
Yeah. Dolby Atmos, basically, it's a surround sound technology.
Okay.
And what it does is it creates this really immersive, three-dimensional soundscape.
Wow.
So instead of just hearing the sounds from left and right, it's like the audio is coming from everywhere.
So you're really in the game.
Exactly. You're not just playing the game, you're in the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like imagine you're playing like an open world adventure game or something, and you can hear like the leaves rustling behind you,
Okay.
or birds chirping overhead, or enemies sneaking up on you from the side. You know, it just adds this whole other layer of immersion.
So that's got to be pretty incredible for games that have really detailed environments.
Huge. Yeah.
But what about for games where you really need precision, like strategy games or puzzle games?
Well, for that,
Yeah.
the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite with its S Pen might be a better choice.
Okay.
Because a lot of people think that the S Pen is just for taking notes.
Sure.
But some mobile games actually support the S Pen.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like having a mouse for your tablet.
Interesting.
So you can imagine how useful that could be in a game where you need to you know, make really precise selections or movements.
I could see that, especially for strategy games.
Oh, yeah.
Where you've got like a ton of units that you're trying to control.
Exactly. Or like puzzle games where you have to like drag and drop things.
Yeah.
Or draw lines really accurately.
Right.
The S Pen could be a real game changer there.
So it sounds like the Lenovo's got that audio advantage.
Yeah.
But the Samsung has the S Pen going for it.
Definitely.
Now, I also noticed that the Lenovo has a slightly bigger screen.
Yeah, it does.
11.5 inches compared to the Samsung's 10.4 inches.
That's right.
So for gaming, does that make a big difference?
Well, it really just depends on your preference.
Okay.
Some people really love that bigger screen.
Sure.
You know, for that cinematic feel.
Right.
It can be more immersive, especially if you're playing games that have really beautiful visuals or like open world games.
I get that, but a smaller tablet's probably easier to hold.
Oh, absolutely. Especially if you're gaming for long periods of time.
Right.
Or if you want to like slip it in your bag and take it with you.
Portability.
Yeah, portability is a big factor for a lot of people.
So you kind of have to weigh those trade-offs.
Yeah. What's more important to you?
Okay, well, let's get down to like the core of what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Performance.
All right.
So the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite uses the Samsung Exynos 1280 processor, and the Lenovo has the MediaTek Helio G99.
That's right.
And I know that these are both good processors.
They are.
But for someone who maybe isn't like super tech savvy, what does that actually mean?
Well, the processor is basically the brain of the tablet.
Okay.
So it determines how smoothly your games run, how quickly they load, and how well they can handle really demanding graphics.
So like, can they handle the popular games that people are playing these days?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like Call of Duty Mobile or PUBG Mobile or Genshin Impact.
Right.
These processors can handle those games no problem.
Great.
You might have to adjust the graphics settings a little bit just to get the best performance, but you should be able to have a really smooth, enjoyable gaming experience on both tablets.
That's good to know. And speaking of, you know, popular games and things.
Yeah.
I was checking out the reviews for these tablets on Amazon. And it looks like they're both getting a lot of love for their gaming capabilities.
Definitely user reviews can be really helpful.
Right.
You know, because you get to hear from real people who are actually using these tablets.
So what are people saying?
People are saying that the Lenovo Tab Plus is like having a mini home theater in their hands.
Oh, wow.
The sound is that good?
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And then for the Samsung, a lot of people are really raving about the S Pen.
Yeah, I was reading some of those reviews.
Yeah.
And people are saying how great it is for like action games.
Oh, for sure.
Where you need to aim really quickly and stuff.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how people are using the S Pen for gaming.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a gimmick. It's a legitimate tool that can really enhance your gameplay depending on what types of games you like to play.
Okay, so we've covered the sound.
Yeah.
We've talked about the S Pen. the screen size performance. Oh. It really sounds like both of these tablets are holding their own.
They are.
In the gaming arena so far.
Yes.
But we've got to talk about battery life, right?
Absolutely.
Because nobody wants to be in the middle of like an epic gaming session.
Yeah.
And then get that low battery warning.
You're right. Nobody wants that.
So let's start with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite.
Okay.
What's the battery life looking like on that?
So they advertise around 14 hours of video playback.
14 hours? That's a lot.
It is. Now, keep in mind, gaming is going to drain your battery faster than just watching videos.
Makes sense.
But even with like moderate gaming, you should still be able to get a good 8 to 10 hours of playtime.
On a single charge?
Yeah.
That's still pretty solid.
Yeah.
What about the Lenovo Tab Plus?
So the Lenovo claims around 12 hours of mixed use on a single charge. So it's not quite as long as the Samsung.
Right.
But it's still a respectable amount of time for, for gaming and doing other things on your tablet.
Okay, so both tablets offer like a decent amount of juice.
Yeah.
To keep those gaming sessions going.
They do.
But let's talk about price.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of our viewers are looking for, the best value for their money.
Absolutely. That's a key factor for a lot of people.
And the good news is that both the Lenovo Tab Plus and the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite are priced pretty competitively.
They are.
The Lenovo tends to be just a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, just slightly.
Which makes it a good option if you're on a budget.
For sure.
But the Samsung comes with that S Pen.
That's true.
Which adds value if you're planning to use it for gaming.
Yes. And for other things, too.
Or for other things, right?
So it's not just an added expense.
Right.
It's a feature that, really expands what you can do with the tablet.
You're getting two devices in one.
Yeah, basically like a tablet and a digital notepad all in one way.
So even though the Samsung might have a slightly higher price tag, you are getting that added versatility.
For sure.
So it really just depends on what features are most important to you and what fits your budget.
Absolutely.
Now, I know we've covered like a lot of ground here.
Yeah, we have.
We talked about the sound. We've talked about the S Pen, the performance, battery life, even price.
Yeah.
But we can't forget about the software.
That's true.
Right? Because the operating system can really make a difference.
Big time, yeah.
In the overall user experience.
Absolutely.
So what are we looking at here?
So both tablets run on Android.
Okay.
Which is a huge plus for most people.
Right.
It's a really user-friendly operating system. There's a huge app library, tons of customization options.
Okay.
But there are some subtle differences in the versions that they're running.
All right. So what are those differences?
So the Lenovo Tab Plus is running on Android 13.
Okay.
Which is the latest version.
The latest and greatest.
Yes. And the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite is currently running on Android 12.
Now, I know Samsung is usually pretty good about releasing updates.
Yeah, they are.
So it might get Android 13 soon.
It's possible. Yeah.
But for now, it's running on Android 12.
That's right.
Okay. So both versions of Android offer a smooth and intuitive experience.
Yes.
But Android 13 does come with some new features and refinements.
It does.
So like what kind of improvements are we talking about?
Well, one of the biggest things is the enhanced multitasking features.
Okay.
So you can easily switch between apps. You can run multiple apps in split screen mode.
Wow.
You can even create floating windows for certain apps.
That's awesome.
So that could be really useful if you like to have like a game guide open while you're playing.
Yeah.
Or if you want to quickly switch between your game and another app, like.
That's really convenient.
Oh yeah, it's super convenient.
Okay. Anything else that stands out?
Yeah. Android 13 also has improved privacy controls.
Okay.
So you have more control over what permissions you give to apps.
It's always a good thing.
It is, especially with all the, online games and apps that you might be using.
Yeah, for sure. In today's digital world.
Definitely.
That's something to consider. So the Lenovo gets a point for having the latest Android version.
It's true.
But it sounds like both tablets are offering a pretty solid software experience.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so software-wise, we're good.
We're good.
Both tablets are contenders. But what about the design?
Okay.
The aesthetics.
So both tablets have a really sleek and modern design. They're slim.
Okay.
They're lightweight. They're easy on the eyes.
All right, good.
The Lenovo Tab Plus has a slightly more premium feel, I think.
Okay.
With its metal unibody construction.
And what about the Samsung?
The Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite opts for a more durable polycarbonate back.
So It sounds like the Lenovo might be a little bit more susceptible
Yeah, could be.
to scratches or dents,
Possibly.
whereas the Samsung's a little bit more rugged.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay, but ultimately,
Okay.
both tablets are well built,
Yeah.
and they should hold up well
Yes.
with normal use.
For sure.
So it really comes down to personal preference.
Yeah.
So we've talked about a lot, right? Immersive sound, using the S Pen for gaming, how much screen space you get, how powerful these things are, even battery life and some of those cool little extra features. But which tablet are you going to choose?
Well, we've given you all the info, but it's really all about what you need and what's important to you when you're gaming on a tablet.
Like if you're all about that cinematic experience, hearing every little sound in your game, the Lenovo Tab Plus with those 8 JBL speakers and Dolby Atmos, that's probably going to be really tempting.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if you want that really precise control in your games, maybe the Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite with that S Pen is the way to go.
Think about how you game, too. Do you want that big screen for really immersive visuals? Or do you need something you can easily take with you?
Maybe battery life is super important to you, or maybe you want to do some work on your tablet too with that Samsung DeX. It's all about what matters most to you.
So I'm going to leave you with one last thing to think about. Imagine you're playing your favorite game. What would make that experience even better? That incredible sound from the Lenovo, like you're right there in the game, or the Samsung's S Pen giving you that extra control.
It's a tough choice.
It is. And to help you decide, we've got links to the latest prices and deals for both tablets down in the description below. Make sure you check those out.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for joining us for this tablet showdown here at Tech Talk Central.
I had fun.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the tech that matters to you. Until next time, happy gaming.
See ya!